message? We are live. Hey, everybody. We're excited to be here. Happy Thursday. Happy thundery Thursday. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I am Haley Gray. I have got an amazing guest with me here today, and we are actually broadcasting live onto her page as well. This is Nancy Ruffner. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
It's exciting to be here. So let's get real. We get into business to help people. And we hang up our shingle. And we do all the things. We get the website. Got the logo. Got the business cards. Waiting for the phone to ring. And nothing.
Crickets. Yeah.
Crickets.
I hear that a lot. People come to me and they're in disbelief. A lot of them, and some naivete. They're well, I did this and I did this and I did this, but I'm not getting clients. I'm not getting the right kind of clients. I'm not getting clients that can afford my services. I'm not getting the exact fit or attracting the exact right person that I want. And so they are head scratching.
Yeah, no, it's a thing, and it is frustrating, particularly if you're in a healthcare or healthcare related field, like you're a health coach or you are an advocate, a healthcare advocate, or you are a home care agency owner or an acupuncturist. I mean, these programs are sold with the premise that you're going to hang up your shingle, you're going to tell your friends, and boom, you're going to have clients.
That's true. I particularly hear that a lot in healthcare. I'll hang out my shingle, and I know so many people. I've got a lot of connections. What is not realized is that their connections and they themselves many times don't have any idea about what it takes to acquire a client. When you're working in a healthcare system or a big box, big employer, your clients are always provided as part of your job. And now you've got to go get one or 12. And it presents a huge void in our knowledge and our expertise on how to do that. Another thing I think that impacts here is that in healthcare, a lot of times we as a healthcare provider in a big system never talked about money or didn't have an idea how much healthcare really costs because the consumer just sees their copay. That's all they see. And they don't have any reckoning. And so your well-meaning friends that stayed behind you when you hung your shingle out, they can't really help send you the right kind of clients because they don't know the right kind of clients.
Ouch.
It's a big thing.
It is
It's a huge thing.
Yeah, and you might have, a few friends, one or two, that have a parent who needs help, maybe, if you get lucky.
That's true. Somebody's got a new diagnosis, but,
that's not really sustainable. I mean, it's like the new car salesman who gets into the business and all of their friends buy from them and then they get nothing.
Yeah, true.
So what do you do from there? Like, okay, I've hung my shingle, I've built my website, I've got the perfect everything. My phone is not ringing.
You need to learn how to find and speak to your ideal client. Finding them is one thing, speaking to them is another. They're connected. Locating the ideal client. For so many folks who have just hung out their shingle or are still young in business, going back to that, we always had our clients. Next bed, next room, your 10:30 appointment is here. And now they've got to find people and attract them. So the biggest part of it is really learning about your ideal client. A lot of people think they know who their ideal client is. Well, it's this and this. but they've not stopped and taken the time for the deeper dive, the due diligence, and the research that it takes to really know what's going on with your client and what's important to them and where they're hanging out in life and online.
Yeah. No, and this is important because I remember, a bit of backstory. I owned a home care agency for 3 years, and I've definitely been in this healthcare space. Software engineer, heart of gold, going to get into this, going to make a difference. I got a few referrals from family and friends because I had been a Girl Scout leader for a lot of years. So some of them sent me their parents, and then it dried up. And, it was really, really terrifying because, we had clients and then suddenly we didn't. And the phone wasn't ringing, and we had to figure out what we had to do, what relationships we had to build, who that ideal client was, who we were going to take as clients, who we weren't going to take as clients, how much we had to charge, how much we really had to charge to make a profit.
You're saying all the right things that are very real challenges for folks. Sitting in that moment of not having clients, there's a lot of talk going on. Did I do the right thing? Am I cut out for this? How much longer can I go with the income that I was used to making? Can I sustain this? My kid is watching me. My kid's watching me, and I need to succeed. And then the reason that we all went into business, our clients need us.
Network fun. And I don't know if it's me or Nancy right now. Hey, Nancy, you back?
Yep, I'm here. For a while, I thought you froze. Where did we stop?
Okay, so we're talking about, it's a head game. This whole business thing is a complete and total head game. Raise your hand, if you find it's a complete head game. Like you get in there in a mind and you get in your swirl.
You do.
Raise your hands for me. Yeah. I'm raising both hands because it's been me. I've done it.
Yeah, there's a lot of self-talk. There's a lot of doubt, worry. And the worry is about your business acumen, your income, the fact that your peers and family are watching you as you embark, self-doubt, negative self-talk. It's all going on, or what I like to call the committee in your head. The committee's in session.
And you may even get the loving relative who goes, if this is so hard, why don't you just go get a job? Why don't you go back into corporate?
What I normally find.
Break up again.
Oh, I'm here. It could be weather influenced.
Go ahead.
It could. I think that the will and the heart overcome the fear. The will and the heart can take you to what you need to learn. It will spur you to improve yourself because we know the clients need us. There's no doubt about that. And that we are called to respond. As folks that enter healthcare, we're called to respond. And if part of that is making me better, improving my skills so that I can connect with my client, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not hard. It is just knowing what to do.
It's shining a light on it and seeing what needs to be fixed, which is really no different from any professional. We acquire skills. We work on them all the time. This is another skill, small business management and talking with clients. We've all learned how to have those tender conversations. Here's another kind of tender conversation. Asking for the sale. Ask. People are very uncomfortable with that. Uncomfortable talking about money. What if they say no? What does that do to my ego? But it doesn't get anything done for that client that you know you can fix. Oh, what frustration that is. You know you can fix. You know you can help. And we have to learn how to get in front of our clients' windshields, know what they're thinking, offer solution.
Yeah, totally. That's this good to go course. So tell me what this good to go course is, and I'm posting the link in the chat, y'all. So make sure you check it out.
Thank you for that. The Good to Go course is a 5-week course that I offer. It's group coaching. It will be a meeting once a week for content and lecture. And then we meet a second time each week, which is optional, for office hour. So I'm delivering content. I'm delivering good information that folks can use on the first night. And then every Friday we get together, for those who will. And folks bring their homework, talk about cases, pick my brain about something. We work on a specific problem. A lot of magic in the office hours. The course itself starts this Tuesday and will run for 5 weeks. We'll skip the 4th of July week and reconvene the last week. Inside the class, we're talking about everything from how to identify that our ideal client, the targeting, locating. We're talking about confidence. We're talking about things that hold us back, limiting beliefs. We're talking about being smooth in conversations, and that first conversation, or leading in and culminating with that ask, and really getting into maintaining at the forefront all the time what is going on with your client. Because so often, and we led with this, people will tell you, I'm Nancy and I do this. I offer this. I do this and I do that and I do this. And they're telling, or worse yet, they're selling. And I know you have a phrase for this that I've often admired. When they're spraying and praying. I've heard you say that, and I respect that phrase. It's absolutely true. You just hope you can blast everything out to anybody, and maybe it'll stick, like spaghetti the spaghetti against the wall. And it won't. You're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing a client a disservice if you don't really come to understand where are they, where's their head and their heart and their need. You know you can help. You know you can offer solution. It's getting the two of y'all together and connecting with your client when they need you.
Yeah, that's the magic part, is getting together with people to actually be able to have the sales call too.
Absolutely. And you can have that in the first conversation. I've had plenty of calls over the 7.5 years that I have owned a patient advocacy agency, and folks call in and just in the first few minutes, we didn't even get into a complimentary consultation, but they tell me, I feel better just talking to you. You sound like somebody that can help me. That's hope. That's relief. That's peace, and more of it on the way. I've had a lot of people email me after a complimentary consultation and just say, I can tell that you've done this. I can tell you can help me. I know you have something to offer. And those are the kinds of messages that we want to have in our initial conversations with folks. It can be done.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. and that's how you sell people without doing the spray and pray, vomit all over them, kind of sale.
Yeah. It's not about what you have. It's about what they need. Respond to that. It's not what you do. It's what solution that you can offer in an empathetic way.
Yeah. And this is an interesting comment, Andrea. It's the habit to do it all when some days you may not have the strength, but you push through anyway. Absolutely.
Yes. That's a great comment because, we're not going to be 110% every day. That's my goal. But, if we can get in touch with and remain in touch with what the client needs. Why did we go into healthcare in the first place? Why did we go into business for ourselves in the first place? Because we know we can make a difference. There's a little kernel in each side of us. We know this. We just need to develop it. We need to feed and water the kernel and let it grow. And get the help out to as many people as possible.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, so here's the thing is that there are people out there who need your services.
I believe that.
Lots of them. Lots and lots and lots of people. We need 1 million Nancy Ruffners in the world.
The world needs, I say it all too often, but it's so true. It's a healthcare all hands on deck kind of time in our lives. Not just for COVID. We've all read and heard about the shortage of healthcare, this and that. And look at our graying population, just as one example. Our aging population, the numbers are swelling. That tide is rolling. It's hitting the fan right now. And there needs to be more people that can answer the call, if you will.
Yeah, no, and that's, I think, what excites me about what you're doing is it's getting more people to answer the call, because I went through this with my own parents in spades. Everybody talks about having children. They don't talk about having parents or having loved ones who need care. My mother had multiple sclerosis. My dad had Parkinson's, osteoporosis, and pretty severe dementia. And
part of it.
That's why I ultimately ended up starting my home care agency, because I knew that there was a massive need. But there was also a massive need for healthcare advocates and case managers and every single one of these disciplines. I mean, we had personal trainers, we had physical therapists, we had speech therapists, we had occupational therapists, we had the entire village just to keep my dad alive and functional for the last 5 years of his life.
I can appreciate that. There needs to be more of us. Yeah. Oh, there needs to be more of us. I can't believe that, I live in the capital city of my state, and I can't believe that there are not at least 27 more people doing patient advocacy than myself and the folks that work with me. Needs to be there. And
absolutely.
So, it's very frustrating. Just to expand on my why a little bit, the coaching part of it, to me, is a new form of advocacy. So I had my driveway moment with NPR one day, and I'm listening to somebody who was being interviewed about something, and she said this phrase, pain is felt on both sides, and so my response must be to both sides. And I thought, well, that's a pretty cool phrase, and it rattled around in my brain, and I went back and listened to that as a podcast again, and I heard her say, pain is felt on both sides, so my response must be to both sides. That's when it clicked. I had a that's me moment. I know there's pain. There's healthcare pain. People need us. Their family members are confused. They're confused. There's gaps in care. Nobody will deny. We have a healthcare system that's not showing any signs of getting any easier. And so there's that side. But then there's our side, the healthcare provider side. There's real pain when we can't connect with the people that need us. Okay, maybe that phone's not ringing, but we want and need to connect with those folks. We need to be there when they need us. And that's painful to us when we know we can fix, when we know we can provide a solution, bring hope, peace, ease, mitigate. The verbs abound. But when we know we can make a difference, that's another kind of pain. And so all of a sudden, that phrase that I heard about pain on both sides, response must be to both sides, that was it. I'd already had people approaching me for coaching. I'm a mentor with a couple of professional organizations for my patient advocacy industry, and folks were coming beyond that, going around that. Please coach me. Please help me. I want to know how you did it. How are you doing it? What do I say? How do I? And so I got to say, it's as strong as a calling as I've ever felt, as strong as the one to hang out my own shingle and start navigating and see the patient advocacy. It's strong. I've got my response now is on the inside. My job now on the inside is prepare 1, prepare 5, prepare 15, prepare 50 people to get out there and do, and for the people that need them so badly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I tried to hire a healthcare advocate a couple of years ago for my daughter. There were none.
And the consumer doesn't know where to find them either. So until we get a little bit more savvy about our online presence and building our referral networks, letting people know what we do, letting the professionals know, letting the consumer know, and until that gap is filled, and it takes some intention, it takes some strategy. It's made easier by heart and gumption and tenacity and all the stuff that we healthcare people kind of have built in. But there are some steps you have to take to connect with your folks.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and the challenge is, people are probably in a crisis when they're looking for you, or they wouldn't be looking for you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. For every single one of these healthcare or healthcare adjacent fields, now any of these, people don't just hire a healthcare advocate or an acupuncturist or a naturopath or anybody because everything's hunky-dory.
Right.
If it were hunky-dory, they wouldn't need your help.
Exactly.
But when it hits the fan, then how do we get you to that point of, okay, so now we can actually help you?
And that's the very thing that the Good to Go course does. That helps people to begin to identify, locate those ideal clients, realize where they're hanging out, getting in front of their windshield, and becoming more comfortable and more confident at their ability to do so. That confidence thing is huge. And confidence is the topic for my next free workshop. I have free webinars on every 4th Tuesday. And the next one is all about confidence. In fact, it's titled All About Confidence, where we talk about ways that we can improve that in our work and in our personal lives as well. Because our clients we need to exude confidence to our clients. We need to position ourselves as the expert, not only for our clients, but peer professionals who become our referral networks, and also for the media. The media is very interested in healthcare right now, and they're very interested in how people are contributing. So we got to be ready to tell them what it is that we're doing, who we're doing it for, and why it matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why do you care?
Mm-hmm. What's in it for me?
That's a great message. What's in it for me? Yeah. It's always interesting how your marketing really has nothing to do with you and everything to do with your client. What's in it for them?
Exactly. It's not about what we got. It's about what they need.
Mm-hmm. And what they're willing to pay money for.
It's bringing peace and hope and solution that they don't even may not know that you can do. They may not know they need it. They may not know how to. One of the most sobering stories I ever listened when I was early in my business was I was trying not to be selling, but I was telling them I could do this and I could do that and I could do this. And she said, I don't care what you can do. I don't care about your credentials. All I know is that I need. She schooled me that client schooled me, and I changed my entire approach. It's not about what I got or letters behind my name. It's what it's what the client needs every bit.
Yeah. And learning how to deliver that message in a way that it's every bit about what the client needs. If you can master that one piece in sales, you will be rich beyond your wildest imagination. You will have all the clients you can handle.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I believe that. I believe that. It's for me. It's about impact. It's what can I do. It's not how many clients can I have and how much money I can make. Gosh, I was off the money the day I waltzed into the undergrad school of social work. I was off the money. I wanted to have impact. I wanted to help. And it wasn't just, it became a not just help one by one. It became bigger help for me. And that's why I'm working inside healthcare small business. That is my niche. Yes, small business, but healthcare small business.
Yeah.
Because the need is great. I've had some success in connecting. I want to show other people how to do it.
I love it. I love it. That's amazing. Yeah. I mean, y'all check out the course. I've posted the link a couple of times. Seriously, if you're in healthcare, health coaching, all these fields, check out this Good to Go course because it's gonna revolutionize your business. It is just going to make every bit of difference in your sales. I'm a marketing chick. I'll build that website for you, but Nancy's gonna get the phone ringing with those phone calls and those referral partners and that network and that spider web to suck them into your business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about outreach. It's all about intent. You got to have some strategy. You got to learn some things. Well, gosh, we're always going to be learning and improving. If we work in healthcare, there's always new technique, new methods, new, and we're staying on top of things to begin with. Let's learn some things that can improve ourselves so that we can reach more people, help more people, have a bigger impact. Move that healthcare needle.
And that's beautiful. Love it. Cool. Thank you. This is awesome.
My pleasure.
This is like, no, seriously, to me, this is part of why I'm here, to help people and to help other people help more people.
Exactly. You're a connector too.
Yep. And Andrea, I will give you my info. It's fiercelymarketing.com. But it's one of those things where at the end of the day, it's all about the people. Yeah. And I will connect Andrea to Nancy. It's about the people at the end of the day. People won't remember what you did. They remember how you made them feel.
Exactly. That's important.
Yeah. And Victoria says, thank you, Nancy. We need more people like you. So check out the course. It's going to be awesome. And hope to see you guys on it. It starts on Tuesday.
Sure
and
does.
We're going to be promoting through the weekend. So y'all check it out. Sign up. And we'll talk soon.
Thank you for this conversation. I've enjoyed it.
Me too. Yeah. This is such a thing close to my heart. So yeah, thank you, Nancy, for being here.
My pleasure.